Hello.
Hello?
Oh, God. Why are you so loud?
I'm not loud.
Wow, you sound terrible.
I'm sick.
Who punched you in the throat?
Oh god, this is
And
gonna be awful.
and did you deserve it?
And there's nobody here to make it better.
This is great.
It's gonna be 1 hour of us fighting.
No, it's gonna be It's gonna be 45 minutes of me talking, and you going and trying to
Oh.
talk.
I can't even drink wine. I've got Kleenex and cough drops.
This is fantastic.
This sucks. It's awful.
Oh, this is great. Well, I'm gonna get some booze because I can, and
Why are you so happy about my misfortune? What have I ever done to you?
How many things have you've done so much?
I'm so nice. That's Hall's number 1 for anybody that's gonna keep count.
Good lord. This is like it'd be the whole podcast. I'm really nice to you. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
I told you this was gonna suck.
Yeah. Alright, well, if it sucks real bad, we'll just shut it down and I'll talk by myself. That'll be amazing.
Kind of what you were aiming to do anyway.
This is true. Yeah. Well, why don't we talk about something we agree? Oh, first of all, hello everybody. This is SooperPodcast number 199, and today we have a very sickly half gringa. Say hello, sickly half gringa.
Hi there.
Wow, you sound terrible.
Yeah. I had to crawl across the floor to get to this microphone.
That is a shame. I really had hoped that your husband had stopped beating you, but oh well. And also we have Super Mexican. Say hello, Super Mex. Whatever. Are you even Mexican? I don't know.
Are you?
Wow.
I feel like I missed some stuff last week.
Last week? What? What did you?
Yeah.
You were here. How did you miss anything?
I wasn't. I was.
No, you were gone. That's right. I forgot.
Holy. Really?
Welcome back.
You didn't notice?
We totally missed you.
This is why we don't get along.
Oh, this is why. Sure, blame the Mexican.
But are you?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. So, why don't we start with something we both agree on, which is whenever we see Carly Fiorina on our TV screens, we go, oh my gosh, oh my god.
I love her.
She is so great. What was I doing? I was shopping, I think. I was looking for furniture when the Ted Cruz announcement came on, and I
bet you had time to shop for like a lot of furniture.
I did, yeah, because there wasn't a 10-year-old screaming at me last week, so I had a lot of 10-year-old boys screaming at me. So I found on there's an app that you can actually play CNN as a radio instead of video.
Yeah.
So I was just listening to the announcement, and it was really exciting. But anyway, so I was wandering around looking at stuff, and Ted Cruz started on a speech, and then 3 hours later.
Oh my God, it was so long. Why can't he shorten his speeches?
I know that his entire campaign staff listens to the podcast, and they really need to talk to him because I love the guy, and I hope he's our next president, and he's amazing. But man, he loves the sound of his voice even more than I do, which is unbelievable.
Pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I will edit both of your voices out of the podcast and just listen to myself.
That's a true story. I think you've done that.
I will applaud and be like, "Oh, super, you're so smart." It's pretty pathetic, but even I'm not as bad as Ted Cruz. So yeah, he started in, and I really liked the speech up front. In fact, I tweeted out, I was like, "See, Donald Trump, this is what a real speech sounds like."
I remember you tweeting that. That was 15 minutes into his 30-minute long speech.
And then 10 minutes later, I was like, all right, wrap it up, buddy. Come on, wrap it up. And you know, it was kind of bad for him because when Carly got on. She sounded so natural and
She
normal,
did.
but she's such a great speaker. It was like,
It made a bad contrast.
it made us just a little bit, just a little bit. But
Oh,
oh,
because
she is
everybody
so
was
great.
there to see
She is so,
her.
oh, shut up. She is so great.
Come on.
I really
You
like her.
know it.
She's amazing. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've seen him speak 3 times, you've seen him speak a million. He sticks to his points. And she's very naturalistic, and so she'll say whatever's on her mind, but she's
Right.
so ridiculously well spoken that
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. She's just very good. What did you think about her singing?
Everybody was mad about the singing. I thought it was endearing. I think I'm like the only person in America that did.
So I'm halfway there. I didn't think it was that bad. I later, right afterwards, Anna Navarro, who is a Jeb person,
Mhm.
she was on CNN and she said this is really weird. She has this very deep Spanish accent, which I can't do because I'm very gringo. But uh, she's like I thought it was really weird. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Really?
Yeah, she said we have Carly Fiorina singing after we have Hillary Clinton barking, and I'm
Oh
like,
no.
what the? Those have nothing to do with each other. Like Hillary Clinton looked like a moron and a fool, and Carly was just really charming. I think
I
she,
thought it was charming, and if you'd seen
yeah,
her before, where she was on
yeah,
the late night shows, and
yes. She talked about.
she's
Well, there's a video about her singing it to her dog or whatever, right?
yeah, she did it on late night, one of the late night shows, and then also did it in a video, I think for BuzzFeed or I don't know, one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
publications.
Yeah,
And she sang to her dogs, and it was
she's
cute.
and she's a really good singer actually. So yeah, I thought it was pretty adorable actually. I liked it. I thought you know what? I thought it went too long though. She could have just stuck with that one stanza and forgot about it.
Yeah,
But that's fine. I didn't think it was that big a deal. And the speech around it was so good. The problem with doing that is that you give a really good speech, but if you do that, that's all anyone's gonna see. You know what
stupid
I mean?
media. And I knew it
Yeah,
afterwards because
yeah,
Jake
yeah.
Tapper said,
Right.
I'm worried that everybody is going to be only paying attention to her little song and not the speech that she gave.
I know her speech was really good. It was really
And
good.
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that kind of is what happened.
yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, I mean that's the thing is, if for the Americans that actually give a crap about politics, they'll see the one line, and then they'll seek out the speech and actually watch it. But unfortunately, that is a tiny minority of people, and the vast
Yeah.
majority of people are morons who can only process, monosyllabic words and very short sentences. And speaking of which, we should talk about Trump's foreign policy speech.
Oh, do we need to?
Well, we can praise Carly all week or all podcast if you
Okay.
want, but I don't know.
What was it that Matt called it? I can't even pronounce it.
I don't remember.
He called it. Oh no, you're just trying to get me to say it.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember
Oh,
what he
I
said.
can
What
even
did he
hear
say
you
then?
smiling as you're saying you don't remember.
I'm just laughing at you. That's
I'm
all.
definitely not saying it
I
now.
don't know what he's type it to me.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. You go from like normal to insanity so quickly.
You sound like
You're
my husband.
like you're like Steve Deese talking to Kaylee McEnany, whatever her name is. That was amazing. We'll play that
What
later.
is her name?
McEnany,
I can't. I
McEnany.
don't think that's how you say it.
She's McEnany, I think. She's so crazy.
McInerney?
Like she must be a pretty bright girl because she's going to law school or whatever. I mean, I guess morons can go to law school too, but she just comes off as so ridiculous every time
How
I
is
see
it
her.
possible that I watch that and I can agree with these and still
Still hate him.
despise him at the end of that?
Why? He's a nice guy.
Oh, do you know him personally? You like him? Can you deliver a
Maybe.
message for me?
Maybe he retweets me a lot. No.
Oh, I bet he
No.
does.
Jeez, good lord. Keep it to yourself, lady.
Ask him what he thinks about Carly.
I gotta put something in front of my monitor so you're not staring at me with your condemning eyes. Okay, that's good. I got
Wait
it.
a second. What is my Skype picture? Hold on.
It's not the neck anymore. It's the
It's
full
the full
Jessica.
face?
The
Oh
full
no.
Jessica, yeah. Well, you're just like, staring at me like you're gonna kill me. So, I don't need that. Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Next week it's gonna be a mean face.
Well, it's just the combination with your voice and telling me that you hate me and despise everything I do is kind of a difficult thing. I'm not admitting
Get
now
it?
that
You're
I'm
afraid
Steve
of me.
D's.
I understand.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I've never hid the fact. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, we'll do that later. But okay, so foreign policy speech. It actually like look, I try to be objective about these things. I mean, clearly I don't like Trump, and I think he's destroying the country and the GOP party and the Republic. But even if he given a decent speech, I would have said that this is a decent speech.
All right.
But the funniest thing about it is that it sounded as if he got four people together and they taped together a bunch of his speeches
Boy.
from previous speeches and then added a bunch of foreign policy keywords and phrases like globalism. I forget the phrase he used about globalism, but this moron has never uttered that word before in his life. And so then he gives a speech about foreign policy, and now he's this enormous critic of globalism. Give me a break. And I mean, he has vague notions of what globalism is and what it's done, and it's. I'm not saying that he's contradictory to his previous position, but
Right.
he's never used that word. Clearly, these are other intelligent people who are saying the thing that you're talking about is globalism. Here's how whatever. And here's the problem: is that this is the big difference between a moron like Trump and a very intelligent person like Ted Cruz and Carly Fiorina is that when they use big words, it's very natural for them because they know what they mean and they use them often. But when
Right.
Trump does it, he's like I am very much against globalism. I
Oh.
mean, it's just like
Well, is
the
that the
most.
first time he's ever used a teleprompter
No,
ever?
he did it with the APAC speech. Remember the Israel thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Mm.
that. It was still
And I
really
think he
awkward.
He is ridiculously awkward, and I mean, I really think what they told him to do is just slow it down, keep your volume down, and that is presidential. Like that's what he
Yeah,
thinks it is.
slow
Slow down,
speech is
and
presidential.
right, they're like, we need you to sound like Jeb Bush, and he's like, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it, because
Oh,
you could tell like his during the speech it was so funny he would speed up and get louder realize that he was doing that and then stop and
yeah.
correct himself.
Slow-mo Trump is the presidential
It
version.
was but he was really halting and kind of awkward and it was actually really fun to watch. I enjoyed it because he looked like such a moron, but shockingly there were people on our side that thought it was a good speech. It
The
was
best speech
incredible.
since George Washington.
Well, there's that moron, but with the desiccated pterodactyl in Coulter, you can't. She's clearly trolling everyone, so you don't
I
know when
know.
So we don't even report her stupid crap anymore because it's just like we know what you're doing. But yeah, even oh man, even John Bolton said it was good. I'm like,
Oh no, did he
really?
really?
Come on, dude. Oh, you're
Well,
killing me.
he had some statements in his speech that just I don't know, maybe there was nobody to proofread it when they taped it
Hmm.
together, but he would talk about how we had to leave alliances behind, and then he complained about how our
Yeah.
allies don't trust us.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. You know.
Maybe don't put those things in the same speech.
Yeah, you know who really connected these things is Fareed Zakaria,
Oh,
who I normally despise, but even he could point out four different discrepancies or just blatant contradictory statements that he made, and that was one of them. In addition to that, in the speech, he also said that we're too predictable, right? We need to be random and like unpredictable, and it's like, okay, if you are saying that our allies can't trust us and our enemies, know what we're like, our enemies know that we're not going to defend our allies, well, that is something that is predictable.
Right.
you're saying, predictability means people know what you're going to do, and part of that is defending your allies and attacking your enemies. So again, it's contradictory. Like that's not what we want. He's applying these idiotic standards that he's gotten from business, and that's fine in business when it's just your building that you're risking. But in foreign policy, you really are risking the lives of Americans and also the lives of people around the world, and he's just irrational about it. It's unbelievable. But here's the main thing that I got from it, and I really tried to listen as much as I was making fun of him the whole time on Twitter. Basically, this was a speech of a man who has only thought about foreign policy for about 40 minutes. And
Hmm.
what he's done is he's gathered up all these generalizations that he has from scanning articles about what's happening in the world and applying his cursory common sense judgment on it. And that's not what we need. Like if you want to traverse the the intricacies of foreign policy, you have to really take a deep dive and understand, these different cultures that we're dealing with and the history of all these places. All he did, look, this is what he did, and it's so pedestrian and just surface, wisdom that it's pathetic. What he did is he said he looked at the last mistake that America has done and said, "This is how we correct it. This is what we have to do." But that's the problem, is that shallow thinkers always do that. They just look at the last mistake that you did and correct for that. What they don't do is look at the long history of what we've done and see how we careen back and forth. I'll give you a really good example. The Iraq War, it's debatable, but if you're going to take the position that we were too gung ho about it and whatever, part of the reason that we were too gung ho about it is because we did the opposite of nation building when we
Right.
invaded Iraq the first time. What we did the first time is we went in there, destroyed everything, and said, "Screw it, we're out." Well, clearly that didn't solve the problem because we had 9/11 8 or 9 years later, right?
Right.
So it's very easy to look at the last, problem that we've had, the last mistake that we've had, if you're going to call it a mistake, and say we shouldn't have done that. But it's much harder to look at it in the context of a full understanding of history, and say if we had done the opposite, everything would have been better. You don't know that, and that's the issue. Is that this is a very this guy's a simpleton. Like he
Right.
looks at, anybody could look at what happened and say, oh, we should have done the other thing. You don't know if the other thing was better. You're just assuming that,
Right.
and the morons who agree with you are the same. It's very easy. This is the most obvious thing in the world. It's 2020 hindsight, right? 2020 hindsight is obvious. Why do people say that as a cliche? Because it's easy to say, "Oh, we made a mistake. We should have done something else." You don't know if that other thing was better. You just don't. And
Well,
and
Trump knows.
well, of course,
So
yeah. And that's the problem, is I distrust anyone who knows anything with 100% certainty, because absolute certainty is very hard to come by unless you're talking about religion.
right.
And Trump is not a religion for those of us who aren't complete morons.
He's
So
definitely
that's
a religion for those
for
that are
most of them. Yeah, right.
fanatical about it.
Ugh, yeah. So that was my super analysis of the
Can we
foreign policy
talk
speech.
about Newt?
Mm-mm. No, I don't want to talk about dude.
Come on.
I don't want to talk about dude.
Wait a second. What was it that Trump mispronounced in the speech?
Oh, Tanzania. Okay, here's the other thing that drives me crazy. He mispronounced a whole bunch of different things, but the only thing that people are talking about is Tanzania.
How did
And
he pronounce it?
I missed it. I don't know how he said. He
I'm
probably,
I
Tanzania
missed
or something. That's
I
probably
missed
what he
it
said.
too. Dang it.
Son of a. All right, hold on. We can find this here. Everyone, just hold on.
I don't know how I missed it, but then they made fun of him in the White House briefing, and
Yeah,
then
you.
Newt decided he had to take up the cause
Oh
of
man, you mean
Trump.
his stupid tweet?
That tweet was amazing.
Ugh. The way
Halls number two.
can you find it?
What am I looking for? Tanzania?
No, I'm looking for Tanzania. You
No,
look
I'm
for it.
looking for
Oh,
Tanzania.
here, I got it. I got it. hold on. I got it.
And this was a horrible period of time for us, for embassies in Kenya and Tanzania.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh Lord, why?
no,
My
Hessica.
God, why? Why
Oh
do what
no.
do we do to deserve this? I
That
can't believe I
same
missed that.
Trump called
It's,
Tanzania.
I can't believe I missed that. That's insane. Oh Lord, yeah,
Oh my
Tanzania.
gosh. Wait a second. So what was it that Newt said?
I don't, I don't know why you're bringing this up. Nobody cares
Oh,
about Newt
I don't
anymore.
know. Maybe it's somebody who pretty much owned the with Newt hashtag. Care
I,
about it.
this is true. For a long time, I was the only person tweeting with Newt, and I still do it every now and then. So whatever. Let's see what the moron had to say. No, Bernie Sanders. That's not it. Let's see. Oh, well, Trump thanked him, which is always a good sign. He said, "This is a serious foreign policy speech by Trump. It is worth reading and thinking about. It will
Oh,
be
come
ridiculed
on.
by Washington elites." Oh no, that's the one thing he said. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Washington elites mock. Oh, I dropped my phone. Washington elites mock Trump for mispronouncing Tanzania. They don't get it. He said most important word correctly. America.
Oh
He
my
gets
God.
it. I mean, that could come out of Sean Hannity. Like we. My friends and I would make fun of one of my friends who's really funny. He hates Sean Hannity, and he does this thing where he's he mocks Sean Hannity. He's like, that guy doesn't get it. He's not like us. We get it, but he doesn't get it because he's not like us. And it's true. Like that's the stupid cultish kind of tribalism that comes with some people's conservatism. But yeah, he's using his other phrase, which is, yeah, like, you're a great American. You're a great American.
I hate it when he says that. It's become so trite.
But he says it to anybody, like any
I
moron
know,
who
that's why
calls on
it's
his
so
show. Like, how
trite.
do you
I
know if
hate
he?
it.
Yeah, it's stupid. You don't use that as a
Stop
greeting.
saying that.
Oh,
Ugh.
it's so ridiculous. Anyway,
You
why?
are a human. He might as well say that because it
Yeah,
becomes so
exactly.
trite.
Yeah,
He
right.
doesn't really
Right.
mean it. It's frustrating.
Well, that's a little hypocritical for you to say, given that it's in your profile. I'm a great American. That's kind of weird.
Liar.
Also,
Lies.
those are not lies; those are truths. But
Not
but yeah, yeah, I've seen this. Newt Gingrich over the last few weeks has just
what happened to Newt.
yeah, he's devolving. He's devolving.
Seems like a lot of people are devolving. Maybe there's some public health issue we need to be addressing.
Yeah. Oh crap! Are we even recording?
Are you serious right now?
Wait. Oh, it looks like whatever. Who cares?
What? I
We're just
mean,
having a great
public
conversation.
public health is what reminded you? Are we recording? Is it
I
because you thought that you were having a
I have
brain
no idea.
issue that you didn't hit record?
There is no doubt that I'm having a brain issue.
Oh my God.
Hmm. So anyway, we should talk about why Matt isn't on the show today, right?
I think it's
Usually,
because you've taken him hostage.
um, we're not supposed to. I'll edit that out. The reason that he's not on the show is because he posted Facebook anti-transgender stuff on his Facebook, so we fired him. Is that why? No, wait, that's Chris
No,
Schilling. That's a different guy. What did he do? Shoot, I already forgot.
I don't know. You fire us so many times each week. Are we supposed to keep track of that?
Oh, he called the basketball hoop a rim. That's what. That's what it was.
No,
Is
it
that
was
what
a
it
ring.
was? It was a ring? Oh, yeah, whatever. See, okay, this is what really annoys me is that.
Is that Ted Cruz screwed that story up? Is that
Well,
what
yeah,
it is?
he certainly should not have screwed up that story because he wrote the damn thing. Like, you would think he would have gotten it right, but anyway. Um, but aside from that, yeah, that was foolish. But aside from that, everyone ignores all the stupid crap that Trump said in his speech, and they're just like ripping into Ted Cruz for that. One of the other things here, I got it on my I got a vine of it on my account. Is one of the other stupid things that Trump said. Did you catch what he said about the terrorism in California? It was amazing. It was amazing. Here, I got it. Are you even listening anymore? Are you there?
I'm listening to you,
Good
yes.
Lord, gosh,
This is what you
jeez.
wanted. You wanted the whole show to yourself, and now you're
This
mad
is
because
true.
I'm being
All
too
right,
quiet.
now you're talking too much, so be quiet.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Policy. No respect. San Bernardino.
Bernardino? What?
No respect. San Bernardino.
Can somebody help him with his geography skills? Tanzania?
Tanzania and San Bernardino. Bernardino, yeah. Which I understand. I mean, San Bernardino is difficult to say. It's Spanish, and he hates all Spanish people, so
Yeah.
that's fine. He'll probably strip the southwest of all Spanish, wording once he's done. But that's one of the weirder things, and I don't know. You guys probably have this too down in Louisiana or Georgia, or wherever you say you're from, is on the West Coast. Um, all the names are Spanish because the Spaniards,
Right.
colonized there before we went there. Before we, I mean before the English went there. Because everyone knows I'm white. But on the West Coast or on the East Coast, all of the names aren't Anglo, they're all Indian.
Right.
So they're even weirder.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that. I come over here and I'm like, holy crap, I thought the names would be more gringo, more white, but they're
Oh,
not.
no.
They're like
Very
crazy.
Indian.
Yeah, anyway. Whatever.
Not that you can be very Indian. You're just Indian. But yes.
Well, I don't know. I'm a little Indian, but I'm not very Indian.
You're a little Indian? What? How short are you?
I am not. I am of average height, okay, for a man of my age and cultural background. Anyway,
Sure.
whatever that is, I don't even know anymore.
What is your cultural background? I feel like I
why don't
missed
you-
something last week.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about that.
Okay.
Let's see. So, what else happened? There, you know what? All throughout the week, there's so many things that happen, and I think, oh, I should really talk about that. And then we get to the podcast, and I have no idea, no clue.
Are you trying to tell
I
me
should-
that you don't know what to talk about next?
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Hey,
Oh, no, I know what to talk about.
Let's talk about Matt's social experiment on us. Let's talk about that.
Oh, which one was that?
The one where he disappeared, and now I think you've taken him hostage. That one.
Wait, he ran a social experiment where I took him hostage.
No, he ran a social
This is just
experiment
like
to
a-
see how long he would disappear without us noticing. And I
Oh.
totally noticed right away.
That's right. That's right. I didn't notice at all. But this is the problem: is that I don't go to specific people's timelines. Like I just go through my timeline,
You are so selfish.
And the other thing is,
Oh my
how is
gosh.
that? How is that selfish?
What? We could be dead. and
I
you
used
would
to
be-
go. I used to go to yours when you would have really cool media like tips and whatever. But you don't do that anymore.
I
Now
don't
all you
even know what you're
now
talking
all you do is tweet about macrame or whatever the hell you're. I
about.
don't even know.
What is macrame?
I don't even know. Did I say that right? I was just trying to make fun of you. I think I did a good job. Anyway, yeah. So Matt stopped tweeting for a few days. And then you were like, "What's happening to Matt? What's happening to Matt?" I'm like, I was drunk." And it turned out that he stopped tweeting just to see how long it would take for us to notice.
And believe me, the second I asked where Matt was, he piped up to tell me it had been 56 hours.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is I always send him messages via DM, so I don't notice that he's gone because he always responds. So,
Well, it had been 56 hours since he had responded.
oh, yeah, I don't think that's right.
I think it is. And
Anyway,
you said
social experiment,
you
social
said you had been
experiment
drunk
fail.
for 56 hours.
That is not unreasonable. But anyway, that's not what I was
That
talking
was probably
about.
part of the social experiment too.
Yeah. Well, there's all sorts of social experiments that are going wrong.
Anyway, so there
awry.
are new rules now where I send out welfare checks every day to make sure you're both still alive.
How much does he get in a welfare checks?
Different kind of welfare check.
Oh, okay. What are you chewing on? Is
I'm
it like a
chewing on my
cough drop?
second halls. No
So
wine.
so when your husband beats you, is he decking the halls?
I'm going to beat
You
you
get it?
in the
You get
head.
it? Because you have halls, and then he's all right.
That's
Anyway,
like the worst joke you've ever
that was
told.
good. Well, that's a tall order,
It really
Missy.
is. It's the worst one I can remember.
Yeah. I'm more clever on Twitter because I have people write that for me.
You have time to think about it.
Did you know I have a team? I have a team. I didn't know this. I have a team. I'm not one person. I'm like 20 people, and we all write my posts and we do my Twitter. I didn't even realize that. I'm like multiple personality. I didn't even know it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
My
freaking
God.
crazy. Although I guess most multiple personality people don't know they're multiple personality.
What the heck is going on with your voice?
You don't. I think your ears are sick. So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about is tell me what do you think about Beyonce? Give me your Beyonce thoughts.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna make you're gonna send the Bayhive after me, aren't you?
Ooh, oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
So I'm on these Facebook groups, parenting groups
yep,
and
got it.
Christian groups and
Hmm.
mother groups. Anyway,
Do you
one of
have
these
kids or are you just like trolling?
you know that I have a kid, you weirdo. Anyway, so one of these Christian mother, I don't even know how to call it. Sounds weird when I say it. Anyway, one of them posted an article about Beyonce
Hmm.
after her visual album Lemonade or whatever it is
Lemonade, yeah.
dropped over the weekend, talking about how Beyonce is not a good role model for our daughters. I don't have
Oh
a daughter,
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way. I have a
Right.
son. And
Well, has he chosen his gender yet?
you hush your mouth.
Sorry.
Everybody
Hushing now.
lost their mind talking about how racist it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you kidding me? It is not racist to discuss how her lyrics are not appropriate for children to listen to.
yeah. Okay.
Have we all lost our minds? Have we?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's no. The collective has lost its mind. Absolutely. All right. Here's the deal. I have sympathies with that. I think in a lot of ways she's not a very good role model, but I do think that it's a tiny bit racist because let me tell you why. Because let me tell you.
This
Let me tell
coming
you.
from the little Indian. Okay.
Okay, I am a little Indian. Like Bill O'Reilly has criticisms of Beyonce, and he's like, oh, she's a bad role model for little black chicks, and he's right about that. But does he say that about all of the white, performers who do country music and they dress in scantily clad, whatever? No, like he only does it to Beyonce, and
Right.
that doesn't seem. That's kind of stupid. And he reiterated that, and I thought, like, get over it. And so this is inspired one of my tweets, which actually wasn't very popular because I think it's going contrary to the conservative mainstream thought, which is that the people who go out of their way to crap on Beyonce are
Right.
just as annoying as the people who worship her like an
Of
idol.
course.
You're all just annoying
Of
because,
course.
first of all, she actually does have pretty good music that I kind of
Yeah,
like.
and that's one thing
Most of
as
her
an
music is
adult,
crap.
and it's fine if adults listen to her, but to say that
Yeah.
you don't want your kid to listen to it, there's nothing racist about saying it.
No, absolutely not.
And
Absolutely not.
I might
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
listening to it, but I'm not going to let my kid listen to it
No, that's
unless he
why.
figures out how to get through the firewall, which he
Yeah.
might have already figured out how to do that. I don't know.
Right. Well, I sent him VHS copies of her
You
videos because he asked
weirdo.
me to. Well, he
Quit
asked me
sending
to.
my kids videos.
He asked me to. So you only have one. What are you talking? What? Now you have a bunch of kids? What's going on
Did
over
I
there?
did I say
You
multiple?
just said kids. Yeah, you did.
I don't
You're
think I
weird.
did.
You're a weirdo. No, yeah, you're a weirdo. And now you're chewing. Quit chewing on your halls.
I'm not chewing
Anyway.
on my halls
Oh, good lord. All right.
anymore.
This is the way. So yeah, I think everybody should just get over it. I mean, it is oh, okay, but there is this is what I find really odd though. On the other side, I was subjected to watching a bunch of pseudo black intellectuals, not pseudo black, but black pseudo
What?
intellectuals who were just like going over every line of that stupid song from Lemonade, which actually isn't bad. It's just not great. It's okay. But on CNN on Don Lemon's show, and I thought this is really weird. Like white people don't do this, you know.
Right.
They're what they're doing is they're trying to make her into this iconic, black entertainment figure, which is fine. You need that, I guess, whatever. But white people don't do that,
No.
right? I mean, can you think of a iconic white culture figure? I can't think of anyone. Um,
Mm, no, I'm sure there are people screaming at us right now.
Yeah, they scream at us a lot. Have you know on Twitter? They like freak out. They're like blah 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 blah. Shut up, super Mexican. I guess it's just me. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
me. It's probably just me.
I think they
And
were
it's
yelling
mostly
at us
you.
about the Belfie. Like we were
Oh,
supposed to know that.
that one guy. Whoever you were, yeah, good call. Yeah, I didn't know, and people know it's a butt selfie. I think that's in my credit that I don't
How
know what a
are we
butt selfie
supposed
is.
to know what a butt selfie is?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I'm not a 10-year-old girl, and
How are 10-year-old girls supposed to know what a butt selfie
oh,
is?
they know all sorts of terrible things. And Jess is a 10-year-old boy, so she doesn't know. But anyway,
You're so
um,
awful.
it does seem like a little bit racist of CNN to have this long segment of black pseudo intellectuals, parsing every line of her lyrics from her song as if it's like biblical scripture. White people don't do that. Why do you let black people do that? And it's like it's like the white people at CNN have to give them time to worship their little, icon because they feel sorry for them. Like, oh, you poor oppressed minority, here, have some time to talk about, music. And it seems a little, like reverse racist there. Like,
Yeah.
I find it kind of demeaning, and I think black people should find it demeaning. They don't do it to Hispanics, and I'm glad they don't, and I hope they don't, because I just don't need to hear pseudo intellectuals explain to me how brilliant, my musical uh, heroes are. Like
You
it's
listen to what? Like what?
well, being a gringo from the Northeast, I listen
That's what I was
to.
gonna
I don't
say.
know. I don't know what they listen to. That's how bad I am at this. I don't even know what they listen to.
And I don't.
This is like a little experiment. What do white people listen to? I guess Garth Brooks, right? That's the only stereotypical touchstone for white people that I know. Garth Brooks
Oh my
and Pearl Jam, I guess. Pearl Jam,
god.
yeah. Oh.
Don't make that noise.
Oh,
Stop,
sorry.
stop that.
This is the problem: is when Matt's not around to pick up the slack, then I fill up the empty time by making noises as I drink. See, this is the thing: is when he's talking, then I can be in the background drinking. But when he's not here, then you all are just subject to me drinking a lot. So here we go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just going all in there. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that's good.
You need a haul?
Uh, no, because then your husband will punch me. I'm surprised your husband hasn't killed me yet, very frankly.
Oh my gosh. I don't
But
think
anyway,
does he know I'm on a podcast? Maybe that's
don't
why.
tell him. All right, keep it. Just keep your voice low. Don't let
Okay.
him find out, because
Maybe he
that'll
thinks
be
I'm on the
rough.
phone. I don't know.
I'm gonna start deleting podcasts. Anyway, so yeah, so the whole Beyonce, everything about the Beyonce thing is annoying. Like people who hate her are annoying. People who like her are annoying. It's just
There's really no positive part to any of
some
it.
of her songs are good. I kind of
No,
like some
I'm
of her
talking
songs.
about
No,
to the issue. I
oh
like
yeah,
some of
to
her
the issue.
songs.
Yeah. That's true. Um, let's see. Oh, you know what? Oh. First of all, you have a new name.
Oh,
Do you know what your new name is? We gave you a new
no.
name. Yeah.
What is it?
It's Blantonly Wantonly.
That
Remember?
that's awful.
That is a
Did I
great
agree
name.
to that?
I don't. Do you ever agree to them?
Sometimes I do. I like hate
Sometimes you do.
packs.
You you do? Why do you like it? You didn't like K-Pack. You didn't like it the first time I brought it
I
up.
did not. It grew on me because then you
Yeah.
started calling me much worse things.
Like Blantonly
Like
Wantonly.
blatantly, wantonly. Oh, wait, blatantly is what that awful
That
Trump
Trump
person
person.
tweeted to you.
You're blatantly lying against Trump.
So now Trump supporters are naming me. Great.
That's amazing. So anyway, blatantly. Actually, we have a correction, and You're too hepped up on bath salts to remember this, but a long time ago on the podcast, maybe like 30 podcasts ago, I made a claim that was false, and we have to
No
correct it.
way.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Hmm.
As soon as you're flying
It's
out
good
of your
stuff.
drink, you can tell me what
Yeah,
it was.
this is not a good thing. When Matt's not around, people find out just how much I drink during the podcast.
How have we never
Cause I,
heard all of that
cause I,
guzzling?
cause I turn off my mics when I drink. That's why. Hmm.
Yes.
So a long time ago, I forget, I forget what the occasion was or why I brought it up, but so there was a story. Oh, there was some story where there was a double rainbow. I think it was about Obama, where he went somewhere and there's a double rainbow. There's like
Yeah.
a regular rainbow, and you know what a double rainbow is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Called.
I said that's what's called the devil's rainbow.
Yes, and I
And
asked all about that later.
yeah, and I explained it with incredible detail and precision. And I said, look it up on the internet, you'll find it.
And I tried.
And you tried, and there's nothing on the internet. So I think I made it up. I think I made it up right then and there. Or I think I think I read it in a comic book or something.
I'm gonna lose my other lung. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this.
Oh, we lost her. We lost it. We lost Apex.
Okay, I'm back. Oh my god.
Blantonly,
Totally
wantonly.
made that up.
No, I didn't make it up.
You did. I
Okay.
look, and I even tweeted and asked y'all, saying, Matt, which one of you told me about that? And Matt's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, of course, because man never knows what he's talking about. Wow. You know what? It was worth it to know that you wasted all that effort looking it up.
I had to know.
Even if I had to correct myself. That is amazing. That's wonderful. Well, it's
How
still
did you remember and
it's still
decide to come clean?
you know what? I'm not even joking. This has been bothering me for these many months. After the podcast, I was like, wait a minute, is that even true what I just said? Then I looked it up. And so every few weeks, I'll look it up again, try to try to try to prove this stupid claim I made a long time ago is true, and I haven't been able to. So I just
Oh my God.
thought I would correct it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Lion soup. That's what you can call me. Lion soup. Just a big bowl of soup lying around everywhere.
oh God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, so it still might be true, but I said
It's
go
not
look it up on
true.
the internet,
I
and
looked
you can't find it
everywhere.
on the internet. No, there's more places than Google.
I
so.
even looked in some weird places. Jeez.
I think I. Oh wow, I don't want to know about that. But I think I read it in a comic book, so that's probably. I'll go look through my collection, see if I can find it.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, that's good stuff. So, let's see how much more
We
time
got
do we have
like
for this crap?
12 minutes
Oh my
left. So this is
God,
awesome.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so what else happened?
Let's talk about this failed cruise Kasich alliance.
It's not failed. It's working
It's
fine.
awful.
It's working
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Good lord. The only reason it's not working is because the media is just ridiculous about this. They I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if Trump people lie. I think this is what it is because this is my problem is that Trump people lie so much. There's only so much that I can correct. I can't spend hours and hours correcting every single lie that they put out.
You spend the rest of the time scolding me and Matt.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time. I mean, it
Really
not
not tough.
only the scolding, but the like working it up, the rest afterwards and before, sometimes during. I mean, it's
That
yeah.
sounds really bad.
Yeah. So,
That sounds so
what
much
were we
better
talking
than my
about?
halls.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody around to slap it out of my face, so. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the lies. Yeah, the lies. So here's the thing. So they made this alliance supposedly, and they came out and they had a press conference, and they said, Ted is going to take Indiana, and the other moron is going to take wherever else.
Oregon and New Mexico.
Are those states? Anyway, so they had press conferences about this. So this whole week, these idiots have been on every news channel saying, this is those backroom deals that people hate, and this is why, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't seen one frickin' news anchor correct them once. They let them keep saying it's a
Of
backroom deal.
course.
Look, when you do a backroom deal, you don't have a damn press conference about it.
Usually not.
That's just driving me crazy. And they're like, "This is a backroom deals." It's like, what?
You don't
Who
usually
has?
release a press release for everybody to know about it, at least.
Good God in heaven. So yeah, it's driving me crazy. So yeah, the polling on it has not been very good because and the worst. This is just the worst. How do you feel about focus groups?
You mean like Frank Luntz focus groups?
Well, like any focus
Those?
groups, but yeah, the Luntz groups, whatever.
I don't know. I would get totally excited about them when they would say my guy was winning.
Right. This is true. This is true. Well, when they don't say your guy is winning, you
Then I
notice.
really hate them and I think they're totally skewed.
Well, so they had one in Indiana, and everything that these people said, they were all talking points. I mean, it was unbelievable.
So
Like there
do you
was
think it's
not
totally a scam?
what, the focus group?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a scam. I think it just shows how stupid people are, that they don't
Oh.
have original thoughts. That
Yeah.
this is the thing that this cycle has proven in previous cycles. What drove everybody crazy is that politicians talk down to the voter all
Yeah.
the time. And people would say, we're not that dumb. Like, quit doing that. Like, talk to us like normal people. What this cycle has proven is if you want to win, you talk as dumb as
Dumb as
possible.
possible.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is incredible. And
It's
look,
embarrassing.
look, there's a really good reason for this. There's a very practical reason for it, and I accept it. And the practical reason for that is that people aren't weirdos like you and me that love politics and love watching it and analyzing it and arguing and debating it. They want to live their lives. They want to go, go to Walt Disney World and hang out. They don't want to and hang out with their families. They don't want to sit in front of CNN at 12 hours a day and analyze all the lies and the, subterfuge and everything else, not like freaks like you and me. And they don't have that luxury. So what they
Right.
do is they watch CNN for an hour 3 weeks before an election and figure out who they're going to vote for. And that is why politicians act like idiots, because they're always sinking to the lowest common
Yeah.
denominator, and Trump just beat all of them by sinking to the lowest denominator he could find
From the beginning. I
from
mean,
the very beginning. So
yeah.
this is, that's the disappointing thing, is when I saw this focus group, I thought, man, these are people that they're voters and they know they're voting, and so they were sought out for this focus group, and still it was all just the dumbest talking points you can think of.
Yeah.
Lion Ted and rigged election, and it was just like,
Oh, it's really
wow,
weird to
like,
hear them all repeat back the things
yeah,
that he says.
yeah. It's just, like, I resist branding. You know what I mean? Like, when I know that someone is repeating something in order to try to get me to buy or believe something,
Right.
my brain does the opposite. I'm just naturally that way. I
Yeah.
hate I hate people doing that to me.
Yeah.
But I guess most Americans love it. They just, they would rather believe something repeated to them than something that makes sense. And that's what we're
Depressing.
it is. It's very depressing. Yeah. So that's why there's a lot of booze in my apartment right
Okay. That's great.
now.
This alliance,
Whew.
though, I'm
Oh, that
thinking
did not work
maybe
out.
if they had started a little sooner, maybe they'd have a
Okay,
little more lead time for
so
it to
there are
work.
so there are contradictory accounts here, and I really can't make any sense of them. So some people say that what's his face, the moron guy,
I'm
oh,
guessing you're saying Kasich.
Kasich, yeah, that he had been seeking out Ted Cruz in order to do an alliance for weeks now,
Since
maybe
the
like
Houston
months.
debate. That was in
Is that
February.
okay? That's what they're saying. Okay, that's what they're saying. But once I guess this narrative, this storyline is that he lost really badly in the Northeast states, so he said, okay, well, we got to do this alliance, right? Or no, actually, it's New York, right? Because it was before the Northeast states. Is that right? Yeah, yeah. Um, and so Cruz is like, all right, fine, we'll do the alliance. But then very soon after, Kasich comes out and says, no, I didn't tell my voters not to vote for me. They should vote for me. so
What is wrong with that guy?
So it doesn't. So that storyline doesn't make sense.
Right.
If he had been seeking out this alliance for so long, why would he dismantle it? 10 seconds after it was done. So
I
there,
don't know.
yeah, it's all
Who to
it's all just screwy.
believe?
Yeah, yeah.
I believe despair. That's what I believe.
Oh yeah, I've always believed despair. I've always been there. Um. So yeah, we're all screwed, and the republic is going down, down, down,
That's
down.
awesome.
Yeah, well, we all knew it would happen. I mean, the thing is, the founders didn't think it would last 50 years.
Oh, so we're
So
doing great.
yeah, yeah. We're actually up on the whole deal. Um, yeah.
How did our podcast do on YouTube this week without me?
You know what? It did really well.
Great.
hmm
That's wonderful. I'm
Actually,
happy for
no.
you.
Actually, no, it didn't. It didn't do very well. But the reason for it is because I forgot to post it at the right scoops. So
Oh, I
that
feel
might
so
have
awful for
had
you.
something to do. Why do you? I don't feel awful for myself. Why do you feel awful for me?
I really didn't. I really didn't feel
I know
awful
you don't.
at all.
Yeah, I know. You have no feelings
I
whatsoever.
have I
Yeah,
have feelings.
I don't think so.
I really do. I really do.
I
No,
don't think
I
so.
really
I don't
do.
know.
I
We both
definitely
knew
do.
this is how the podcast would end if it was just you. If it was just you and me without Matt, is us doing very high-toned, like sarcastic, remarks until we implode.
I think we have 3 more minutes of us going, no, no, no. I really
No,
do. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Uh,
Wow. You're
yeah, that's
actually
hurting.
higher pitched than me.
That's not possible. Oh wait, I got one more. Okay, I got one more. This, was quite possibly the dumbest thing I've seen in politics in my entire life. It really was unbelievably stupid, and I'm sure you saw it and thought the same thing I did, which is these Trump humping idiots. And I say that, as a term of not derision, but a term of endearment, because I know not all Trump people are complete morons, but a lot of them are. A bunch of Trump humping idiots were spreading this video that supposedly showed Ted Cruz paying paying a bribe to a delegate in the middle of a rally
Right.
with thousands of people around him.
Come on.
Like, you people who did this are the scummiest, lowest cockroaches on earth to spread such a stupid, stupid video, and they're still doing it.
Of course.
I have this tweet where I said, look, this is another lie that they get away with, and nobody calls them on it, and it drives me crazy. Trump keeps saying that you can bribe people and there's bribery and bribe, and there's no evidence, not the least bit of evidence that Ted Cruz has bribed anybody. There's
Right.
no evidence whatsoever,
Of course not.
and they keep saying this, and I post that, and people will be like, "What about this video? Look at the video!" Oh my gosh, you've. It is. I mean, they're troglodytes. They're just. These are the stupidest scum on earth that to pass this video around as if it's evidence of anything. All it shows is Ted Cruz has like $5 in his hand and he gives it to someone. And just because the subtitles tell you that that's a delegate, you believe that? I mean, what kind of moron watches a political video and believes the subtitles
Oh my
without
God.
checking it,
Oh my
double
god.
checking it.
Oh
I
my
mean, there's
god.
people's reputations at stakes. Hey, Pax,
Really?
you can't just be
Really?
posting this stuff without looking
They
into it
can't.
and
Really?
investigating it. You're gonna make yourself look like an idiot. It's killing you, isn't it?
I
It's
wish
killing
Matt was here so he could intervene. That was one of the all-time biggest fights of our
you. That was
DM.
bad. Yeah, that was bad. Anyway, nobody knows what we're.
There was real
Nobody
yelling.
knows what's going on. So let's just cut this stupid podcast. Yeah, it's over. So if anyone wants to know what we're talking about, because it's pretty funny, tweet Hapex if she ever gets a Twitter account. I think it's at Blantonly Wantonly.
It's definitely not at Blantonly
Oh.
Wantonly. It's at Hapax
Oh.
Legomenon.
Do you have? No, somebody else has Hapex Legomenon, right?
Oh, that's not me.
Anyway, you can find her at Jessica Heddings. And you can find me at Donald Turntine, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Whew, that was the worst podcast ever.
It probably really was, and I really do only have like a quarter of a lung left.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Yeah, I was trying to filibuster because I knew you probably couldn't talk very much, and also I love the sound of my voice. So
I know that you
Yeah.
do, and the sound of your own guzzling.
that's true. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
God.
edit together all of the guzzling as our preview. That would be amazing.
That's like 6 minutes. 6
So-
minutes of guzzling.
What was the thing that Matt said? I don't remember. What did he call the speech?
I'm not
Damn
saying
it.
it. I'm onto your ways.
That's too bad.
And I definitely typed it
Oh.
to you. So
No, let me see.
you can go ahead and say it.
Why? You're not recording.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't do anything with it, so what do I care?
Maybe I am recording.
Don't make me paranoid more than
nothing.
usual. Oh, did you DM it? I'm looking at the Skype.
I did.
Oh, God, why do you make things so difficult?
Matt really wanted us to sing that song
Which
together.
song?
You know. The
Oh,
Carly,
the Carly
song.
song. We can sing the song.
Yeah. I'm not
How
singing
are
the
we not
song.
singing the song? Well, let's see.
Right now we're both playing it
I don't know the lyrics.
more. Oh my god, she really did sing for a really long time.
Yeah, she's really good.
Oh my god, I love her so much. How can people be making fun of her for that?
Well, there are the 50,000 people that lost their jobs because of her. But apart from that,
Listen,
wow, chewing on that halls.
I really am. I am chowing down
Listen
on
to
salt
you.
right now.
Okay.
Listen to
No,
me.
listen to me. Yeah.
Seriously, release Matt from the hole that's happening.
Well,
Because-
he needs to learn the lesson, but we'll have to see if he puts a lotion on the skin, then this would all be over. But
I know y'all like being alone together. And if I hadn't shown up, y'all probably would have done this without me.
wow, you're making insinuations that nobody appreciates. So
I'm pretty sure that if I don't make them, Matt would.
Oh, he doesn't. I don't think Matt has ever made an insinuation in his life. He just
He just flat out
he
says it.
blatantly yeah. He is the
blatantly-
definition of blatantly. There's not a subtle bone in his body.
There really isn't.
Anyway, all right, I should go. I need to drink
All
some
right.
more, so I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right, bye. I'm not loud.